All right, hey everybody, we're going to go over a couple of half guard passes for you today that we want you to work on. You'll see they all go together and that there's things that you can build on. First, we're going to go ahead and talk about the half guard position from the top side. So a couple of different things are going on here, right? This is a really good position for Rob to be in because he's got both hands in front of him, he's got the knees in front of him. I've got a lot I have to deal with here. All right, so there's a couple of things that I want to do right away. The first is I'm always going to be cognizant of my posture, all right? So it really depends on what he's doing, where my posture goes. There's going to be times where I want to be down and in. There's going to be times where I want to be back and heavy, all right? So we'll kind of talk through these specific positions with that, but just know that you always want to read your opponent. The second part is this knee right here. Typically speaking, I want to have my knee over the top of his. If I'm back behind, he's just in a much better position to control me with both of these knees and his hands. So one of the first things I'll do is I'll just do a little step over with my knee over the top of his, and I'll pinch my knees. All right, I like this a lot better than back here, okay? So the first move we're gonna go over is if I'm able to close the distance between our chest and get past his knee. A million different ways to do it, guys. I can just push this knee across sometimes and collapse and grab his head. But this is for the position when we've already got chest to chest and collapse position. Hand over the head, nice and deep. If I can, I'll grab a hold of the gi right there. I'm heavy with my hip down. I'm still pinching my knees. This foot here, I'm tucking it underneath so he can't get me in the lockdown. And my head is tight, okay? Head is tight. First thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use this free hand to feed this lapel to this hand right here. I do not want this loose, guys. I want this as tight as can be, and sometimes I'll just even go a second hand in there, and then I do that little adjustment, okay? So it's right from here to here, that little adjustment. That makes it 10 times tighter, okay? I'm gonna loosen up on Rob just a little bit so we don't crush his teeth, but remember, we want to do this little adjustment right there to tighten everything up, okay? All right, from here, I'm able to address his legs. I've got his upper body addressed. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my hip all the way down, and then I'm gonna walk my foot to his butt. Keep his legs up here. All right, walk my foot to his butt. That stops his lockdown. All right, if he's able to get the lockdown on me, can't do it. So one of the first things I'll do is I'll do a strong curl of my hamstring, windshield wiper down, and then I walk my foot to his butt. He's not gonna get the lockdown from here as long as you keep that foot in nice and tight. Second thing I've gotta do is I've gotta get my knee level above his knee level, okay? I just grab his gi pants and push him off. Now my knee level is above his, all right? I'm always keeping this tight and keeping my chest face down. From here, I'm gonna do one small hip escape away from him. And what that does is that gives me space right here to bring that other knee up high, okay? These knees together create space on his hips. Open his legs a little bit, right? We're using body mechanics and not muscle here. From here, I can use this bottom leg to pressure down. I pull up here, and I step my leg out. Keep my chest turned down. I transition to a good side control. A lot of times, your opponent's going to fight very hard to keep these hands in front to not let you get that head control, okay? People are getting really good at stopping you from getting a hold of that head, okay? Because one of the things I don't want to let him do is get his head close to my legs. If his head is able to come close to my legs, I'm going to be into leg attacks, I'm going to be in a deep half. So this hand is always looking for his head to stop him from coming in, okay? I'm always looking for his head. I can block him here, I can use my forearm to block him. The concept applies to different positions here. I can use this hand to keep his head away because it's high. All right, the concept remains. I can use my hands to stop his head from getting into my legs, and then as soon as I can, I want head control. All right, but he's doing a good job of fighting here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach my arm to his armpit. I reach inside, and I fall to the mat, and I run this elbow up as high as I can. All right, this hand, I'm trying to find his belt, okay? We're grabbing right there, holding tight. Not all the moves is the same. Okay, I keep my chest down, I grab his pant leg, I get my foot to his butt, I get my knee above his level, hip escape, knee in between, open, step back, and now we're coming out in either north-south or this 3/4 north-south that I like here too, okay? Our last option here, they're just fighting us hard. I'm not being able to get inside anywhere. I'm not having any luck grabbing collars, going in tight, putting them down. I'm just gonna switch it to our double leg takedown. I'm gonna take my shoulder and I'm gonna drive it right into the bottom of his gut. I'm gonna drive as hard as I can as I switch to his legs and grab a hold of him. We're gonna shift here a little bit so you can see my positioning. All right, from here, I can't get in there, so I'm gonna turn down as hard as I can, and I come to his legs, and I pinch his legs together hard. I'm driving. Once I feel his legs together, he usually loses his grip a little bit. And I can step back, and then I capture his legs right there, keeping his legs elevated so he can't push off. All right, then from there, I'm going to consolidate position by driving up the center line, getting that head control, and then coming to a good side control. All right, those are 3 core half guard passes that you really got to know when you start putting the gi on and working them. So go ahead and try these. Let us know what you think. Os.